Thank you. Today, inshallah, guys, we'll take lesson 2, area of circles, page 457. Before I start with this lesson, guys, if you have any question about lesson 1, the circumference, about the homework, you can ask me before I start with this lesson, please. Ammar.
I don't have a question, just to answer after we finish.
Answer what يا حبيبي. When I ask, حبيبي الله يسعدك. When I ask, you put your hand. Now I'm asking about if you have any question about the previous homework.
No, I don't have.
Thank you. Any questions, guys, about the previous homework? Yazan, do you have?
Yes, Mr. I have.
Yeah.
Question number 7.
We are on page 455 now, guys. Question number 7. Read.
Find the approximate radius of a circle with a circumference of 34.48 inches.
Good. Use 3.14. Good. So in question 7, focus with me, Yabni. Now, each question in math, there is given and wanted, right?
Yes.
What is the given?
The given is the circumference.
How much the circumference?
34.48 inches.
34.48. What's the unit? Inches. Good. And we know the pi 3.14, we know that. What's the wanted?
The wanted is the radius.
The wanted is the radius. Now, yesterday on the previous lesson, we took 2 formulas for the circumference. Which formula we will use to find the radius?
We will use the C equal 2 pi r.
2 pi r. ممتاز. So because the wanted is the radius, we will use the formula which contains the radius, right?
Yes.
Now, C is given. How much?
34.48 inches.
So replace C by its value, which is 34.48. Equal comes down, right?
Yes.
Now 2 is 2.
2 multiply
what
3.
We have here, multiply. The pi, we know it.
3.14.
Good. And the R is wanted, so stay R.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Do you know this step? Do you understand
yes,
that?
Yes.
Now, let's simplify. This number stays the same, but here we have multiplying the other side. Let's do the multiplication here. 2 multiply 3.14 is 6.28.
Yeah.
Multiply R comes down, right?
Yes.
Now this what we call it, Yazan. We call it multiplication equation, right?
Equation.
What we do to find the variable R?
We have multiplication, we will do division.
On what we will divide, Ibni?
Divide 6.28 in both sides.
Mumtaz. So I will rewrite the equation 34.48 equals 6.28 R, right?
Yes.
Divided both sides by what? By the coefficient.
By the coefficient, yeah.
These are gone. R will be, here just do division. I will do it using my calculator. I will use it. I will do it using my calculator, guys. 34.48 divided by 6.28 is, look, the answer will be 5.490444. A lot of numbers, right?
Yeah. But here the question says round to the nearest 100.
Yeah, I know. Round to the nearest what?
100.
So where is the 100th here? The 100th is not 4. The 4 is the 10th.
Is 9.
The 9 is the 100th. What's after the 9? We have 0. So we add or we don't add for the 9?
We don't add.
We don't add. So the answer will be 5.49 only. Got it?
Okay.
So the radius, look here guys, the radius equal, and after the equal here, we put the sign of the rounding because we rounded the number. It will be 5.49 inch for sure. Do you understand it, Yabni?
Yes.
Good. Hamad Zaid.
Yes, Mr. I
Yes,
have a
Mr.
question about question number 3, page 455, the homework. Question 3.
55. Yeah, question 3. On the same page?
Yeah, 455.
Yeah. Yeah. Question 3,
Find
guys,
the
on the
cir-
same page. 455. Read, Yabni. Question 3.
Find the circumference of a circle with a radius of 31. Radius of 31 and 1/2 yards.
Yes, thank you. Wait, Yabni. What's the given? Huh?
31 and
شو هو
1.
هذا؟ What's the given? What is it?
The radius.
Radius. Radius. R equal what? 31?
31 and 1/2.
Good. What's the unit? Read, Yabni. Read
Yards.
Yeah, good. So the given is the radius. What's the wanted? What they want? What the question wants from us to find?
Your answer as a decimal rounded
يا يا حبيبي اقرأ the question and tell me what's the question want from us to find.
Okay. Use 3.14 for pi. Write your answer as a decimal rounded to the nearest hundred.
يبني, what's the question want? Find what?
Circumference.
This is the wanted يبني. Down here هذه details فكك منها. What's the question want?
The circumference.
Do you understand me? So the wanted here is what?
Circumference.
Circumference. Got it? Do you understand how I do this?
Okay.
Yeah. Now I want the circumference and I have the radius. What's the formula I will use? Do you know the formulas, Yabni?
Yeah. So
you need to memorize them. You need to memorize the formulas, okay? We have two formulas for the circumference. What's the formula which has C and R? What is it?
The C and R, circumference and the
Mister, I want the formula. Do you understand what I'm talking about? انت حضرت الدروس الماضية معنا ولا لا؟ أمس وأول أمس.
حضرتهم.
طيب, we have two formulas. I told you to memorize them. Did you memorize them?
No.
Actually, you don't. So, memorize the formulas, Yabni. Go back and revise the question. The formula which connects the radius and the circumference is 2 pi r, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now focus with me here later. Like this is equal to multiply the pi. How much the pi?
3.14.
3.14. Multiply the radius given.
Yeah,
31 and 1/2. Now just multiply these numbers. Do you know how to multiply these numbers?
Yeah.
That's all. Use your calculator, find the answer. Any problem?
Okay. No, mister. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. So this is question 7 and 3 for Yazan and Zaid. Let's go to our lesson now. And guys, please memorize the formulas. Please memorize the formulas. The supplementary, complementary, vertical, circumference, and today we'll take the area. So memorize the formulas. It's easy thing. Each formula we take, you need to memorize it. Memorize it يعني تحفظها زي اسمك. Like your name. What's your name? فلان. Do it. Now here, in the previous lesson, I will revise. Muhammad Zaid, focus with me here, please. In the previous lesson, we take circumference. We said it has two formulas. C can be 2 pi r, or C can be pi d. Here r is the radius, and here d is the diameter. Now, if the question give me the radius, so I will use this one. If the question give me the diameter, so I will use this one. This is for C, the circumference. But today we will take area of the circle. Area of the circle. So we'll call it big A. Big A. Now, when I have a circle, guys, we said the circumference is the around distance, but the area is the whole area inside the circle here. Okay? We know that we have the center, and this we call it radius, and this we call it diameter. We did that before. Now in the circumference, I have two formulas, but in the area, I have only one formula, and the formula used only the radius, not the diameter. What is the formula for the area of the circle? A equal, focus guys, pi multiply the radius to the power of 2. Pi multiply the radius to the power of 2 means pi r2. This is how we read it. Pi r2 here, 2 pi r here, pi d. How we read the formula? Pi r2. Now r to the power 2 means exponent. You took exponent before. Let's take a quick example about it. For example, find the area of an circle with radius equals 5 centimeters. So I have the radius. I want the area. I will follow the formula. Now in the area, we forgot these. These for what, guys? For the circumference. For the area, I have only this one, only. So A equal, focus guys, A equal, I'll write the formula, pi r power 2. So A equal, let's replace pi, we know it, 3.14, multiply. R is how much? 5. R power 2 means 5 power 2. Will 5 power 2 هذه, it is not 10, هذه مش 10, ما هتغلطوا فيها. 5 power 2, it is not 10. 5 power 2 exponent means 5 times 5, which is 25. Don't forget that. So here I will simplify 3.14 multiply 5 to the power 2 is 5 multiply 5. Now these three numbers, multiply them, the answer will be 3.14 multiply 5 multiply 5, it is 78.5. 78.5, and I need to put the unit, guys, for the area. The unit for the area is the unit of the radius, centimeter, but with exponent 2. We say A equal 78.5 square centimeter, or centimeter squared, or centimeter to the power of 2. Now, why we put power of 2 on the area always? Not only the area of the circle, any area, guys, we need to put centimeter power 2, because the area, it has two dimension. But here I have one dimension. So in the circumference, I didn't put exponent on the answer, on the unitary. So to find the area of the circle, guys, we have this formula. Some of you will ask me, what if the question give me the diameter, not the radius, and it wants the area? In the circumference, if we have the diameter, we have its formula. But in the area, the formula only for the radius. What if the question give me the diameter, not the radius. Example, find the area of a circle with a diameter, let's say 12 centimeters. Here the given is the diameter, not the radius. The given is the diameter, not the radius. If the question wants the circumference, we use the formula of the diameter. But the question wants the area. I don't have formula for the area with the diameter. I have with the radius only. So I will find the radius from the diameter. We said that, guys, the radius is the half of the diameter. Means this part R and this part R. So if you have the diameter and you want the radius, divide the diameter on 2. So here, first, we need to find the radius. Why? Because the formula of the area needs the radius, not the diameter. So R equal D divided by 2, which is 12 over 2. The diameter is 12, which is 6 centimeters. So here the diameter is given. I want the area pi R power 2. I need to turn the diameter to the radius by taking the half of the diameter. The half of the diameter is the radius. So the half of the 12 is what? 6. Now I will put my formula and calculate. So A equal pi R power 2 equal the pi 3.14 multiply the radius, not 12. 12 is the diameter. I found the radius from it by dividing the diameter in 2. The radius now is 6. 6 to the power of 2. Don't forget that. And 6 power of 2, it is not 12. No, 6 power 2, it is 6 by 6, which is 36. Don't forget that. So this is equal to 3.14 multiply 6 multiply 6. Multiply these three numbers, the answer will be 113.04. 113.04. What's the unit now? The same unit, centimeter power 2, squared centimeter. This is in general, guys, how we find the area for a given circle. The area for a given circle. Don't forget, guys, you need to memorize the formulas. Each formula we take, you need to memorize it. The circumference, the area, and we took some of the formulas before in the previous lessons: complementary, supplementary, vertical, and adjacent angles. Now, let's go to our book. Let's go to our book to solve example 1 together. Yalla.
Mr. Sorry for interrupting, but
Wow.
can we use the calculator?
Yeah, Mr. Use the calculator. Why not? إيش مشكلة? Example 1.
Like, I mean, in the
Mister,
exam.
look to me. Now, in the previous grades, look, عشان تفهم موضوع الكالكوليتر. Now, do you know how you add these two numbers?
Yes, of course.
Do you know how you add these two numbers without calculator?
Yes.
Do you know how you multiply or add fractions without calculator?
Yes, of course.
Now, these things, guys, you know it before. You learned it. I teach you, guys. I taught you this. Remember in grade 6? We took decimals, we took fractions, we took everything. And the using of the calculator was forbidden. It was not allowed, right? Because if you use the calculator, how you will learn? But here, guys, it is not our aim is to multiply. Our aim is to find what? Area, circumference. Got it? So it's okay if you use the calculator to make it easy for you. But the problem where if you don't know how to multiply these numbers, this is a big problem. This is a big problem. If you know how you multiply these two the numbers, decimal, fraction, whatever, then you can use the calculator to make it easy for you. Yeah, why not? But if you don't know, this is big problem, really. Now, let's go to example 1 together in your book. If you don't have any questions, for sure. We are on page 458. Sorry. 458, guys, please go there. Muhammad Zakaria. Yalla ya Muhammad. Read.
Miss, I didn't want to read. I have a question.
What?
Miss, like in the exam, we can use the calculator, no problem.
If you need to calculate some numbers, yes, why not? انتوا يعني صار الكالكوليتر موضوع مهم هلا ولا احكي ممنوع استخدامه وخلاص؟ شو
لا
رايك؟
خلاص يا مستر، خلاص لا خلاص.
طيب يلا example 1 ريد يا حبيبي الله يسعدك يلا. عبد الله راح، هذا بس حكى عن الكالكوليتر وراح. عبد الله.
Yes, mister.
يلا عبد الله رياض.
Yes.
example 1
Find the area of the circle. Use 3.14 for pi. Round to the
wait يا عبد الله. What's the wanted from the question?
the area of the circle.
The area. Find area, right?
Yes.
What's the given?
Pi. 3.14.
الباي هاي مش given يا حبيبي، الباي هاي بنعرفها احنا، صح؟ What's the given?
14.2 inches. Radius.
شو هو هذا 14.2 inches؟ ايش هو؟
Radius. Radius.
The radius. The given is the radius. So R equal 14 point what?
2 inches.
2 inches, right?
Yes.
So the wanted is the area, the given is the radius. Got it?
Yes.
Now what's the formula of the area we need to use?
A equal pi r2. Pi r power 2.
أيوة, not pi r2, pi r exponent or power 2, right?
Yes.
Now the given is the radius, everything is ready. So let's calculate. Equal, what's the pi now?
3.14.
3.14. Multiply, how much the radius?
14.2 power 2.
14.2, guys, because it has a decimal, we write it like this, and to the power what?
2.
2, okay? Now, 14.2 to the power of 2 means you need to multiply this number by itself 2 times, right? So it's a 3.14 multiply 14.2 multiply 14.2, right?
Yes.
Now, guys, if you don't use calculator and you need to multiply these 3 numbers, you need the whole space here. And I think within out 15 or 20 minutes until you find the answer. That's why sometimes, yeah, use the calculator to make it easy for you. So if you multiply these 3 numbers together, the answer will be what, Yabni? 633.1496. 633.1496, right?
15 it will be.
Yes.
مظبوط أنا هيك كاتب؟
Yes. Yes.
Good. Now, the question, if you go back to the question, round what? Read. Round
To the nearest hundredth.
nearest hundredth. This is the exact answer, but we need to round it. Round it to round it to the nearest hundredth. Where is the nearest hundredth, ya Abdullah? بسرعة.
4.
4. After the 4, we have what?
9.
So the 4 will be what?
5.
Yeah. So 633.15 ish.
Inches.
What's the unit? Huh?
Inches. Inches.
لا مش inches.
Inches power 2.
أيوة. Square inch. Squared inch like this. This is the area. Now I will stop here, guys, because my time is finished already. This is example 1. Okay, I will send these exercises to your book, copy them. Don't forget to memorize the formulas very well. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll continue this lesson and you'll do your homework. Don't do it today. We didn't finish. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, you can ask me tomorrow, inshallah. Goodbye, guys.